visit somebody right on my call. This is the moment you're meant to know.
Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today? Well, hopefully you guys are doing as great as this beautiful couple I'm about to talk about, which is Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. Now, this is something that Selena Gomez just recently posted on her social media to show how her and Benny spent the holidays, aka Thanksgiving, together. It looked really beautiful, looked really great. Selena and maybe Benny's family came over. However, the backyard was beautiful. That I digress. I'm not here to talk about their beautiful Thanksgiving that they had. I'm here to talk about their beautiful love, marriage, and romance that they have. So much so that actually, surprisingly, I'm not sure if you guys know. I'm sure you guys are if you're diehard Selena fans. But Selena allegedly, apparently, wants children. However, she is. Did I take a screenshot of that? I hope I did. Where I heard what Selena had to say. No, I did not take a screenshot. Okay, hold up. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Selena Gomez understands that it may be through alternative means like adoption or surrogacy due to her health conditions that she may not be able to physically have children, so therefore she might have to seek alternative options. However, her and Benny Blanco definitely are talking about kids, and actually more importantly, they've been talking about it since they've been dating. They haven't, it's not like this is just something that they've just started talking about recently. No, back in 2023 and 2024, there are clips of Selena and Benny both talking about it. So because of that, I think this clip is of Benny and it is from 2023. No, Selena was 2023, so I think this one was 2024. But you guys could correct me if you guys know your history.
For kids in your life, right?
What do you mean? I want to have. That's like my the goal on the box. Like,
Oh, no kidding.
I have a lot of kids. I got a ton of nephews. It's my I love being around kids.
When will you propose? You should make the announcement now. When are you going to propose to your very famous girlfriend, Selena? What?
So cute. And then here just recently, January, February, March of this year, at least this is when this TikTok was posted, we see Benny and Selena both on a podcast together talking about kids. So
I don't know what will happen, obviously, but I love children. I mean, I have an 11-year-old sister that I absolutely adore, and I'm still doing wizards this far along because I love children. I love making them laugh. They're just so sweet. So absolutely, when that day comes, I'm so excited.
don't you just love a happy couple? Don't you just love? And then here's another picture that was also recently posted on Selena Gomez's page, but I think it was posted as a story where she had her hands all up in Benny's hair. So because of that, let's just do a reading on Benny and Selena now that they're married. How happy are they? How's their marriage going? How's the relationship? So let's see. I mean, you heard Benny say it himself. The next steps, the next goal is kids. So now that they're together, is it time for that child? We'll see. We'll definitely see what the cards have to say. Selena talks about it. I mean, she was talking about how great she is with kids. So for that, she would have good maternal instincts, which, okay, good correlation. I could see that. But let's just shuffle the cards and see what is out there for Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco now that they are happily married. Or are they? No, I'm joking. So the first card that came out, which is a beautiful card, the Two of Wands. They come together. So let's see what was in their past. The Emperor. Okay, let's see what's in their future. I hope it's the Empress. The Mother of Cups, close enough. Beggars can't be choosers. We have the Nine of Cups at the bottom, and then above is the Four of Cups. This Four of Cups is hot today. I don't know what's going on with this Four of Cups for Selena and Benny, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Four cards as the surrounding outside influences, right? The Daughter of Pentacles. Okay. The Ace of Wands. Likey. Ooh, the Ace of Swords. That's nice. And then the Four of Pentacles. Okay. Well, first off, is there a dominating element? Yes. Fire. No, fire and water is a nice balance here today. So because of that, actually fire slightly outwins. Nope, straight up. Even balance between fire and water. So therefore that duality, that balance, that polarity, it's the Benny and the Selena dynamic. I tell you guys. Well, you know, why do I say that? Because Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez, just before they even got married, they just seemed too different for each other. There was something odd like with Selena, and I'm sure we all felt it. And I'm not saying this isn't like a mean way or anything like that, but there was just something about them where it's just like, it's so odd, it's almost fit perfectly. And that's exactly the nice dynamic that we see here with the balance between the fire and the water elements. And while we do have some residual air and some residual earth, like at least there's all elements here, so that's a plus in their favor already. And we see that right off the bat with the first card being the Two of Wands, a sense of harmony, unity, coming together, especially when it comes to creative projects, especially when it comes to love and being passionate for each other. So yeah, that's a great card to start off with, and then have to have all four elements, but also have at least two of those elements in balance with each other. That's harmony, if you ask me. And just looking right off the bat, the past was the Emperor, and like I was hoping, like I would see a female card on the opposite side to see some of that duality right here. Then you even see the duality with the bottom having the Ace of Wands and then the top having the Ace of Swords. It's like even that duality and balance right there. So there seems to be a lot of going on. And even that, I wish I could make this up. There's even 3 4s. We got the Four of Pentacles, the Four of the Emperor, and then the Four of Cups. First, I was going to talk about, it's nice the fact that we see 2 4s that has to do with foundation, but now we got 3 4s, which I was already talking about how 2 cards are already in balance with each other by having 3 of each. So that number 3, that unity and harmony of coming together, that family energy, that tranquility energy that I'm seeing going on, everything working together in the elements, I definitely see here for Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. Whew, as I ran through that real quick for you guys, I definitely see that there is a harmonious energy with them. All that to be summed up just like that. There's definitely harmonious energy throughout this entire reading, no matter which way I look at it. So because of that, now let's fully break down what's going on with these cards. So we see here in the past. Actually, do I want to do that? No, I don't want to do that. So here we see with the Emperor card, this is going to symbolize Benny Blanco in this situation. Now, it could symbolize Selena, but, you know, for conventionality purposes, male is male, female is female. So we see here when it comes to Benny, we have the Emperor here, which I could definitely see him being the Emperor in the sense of he knows what he wants and he's going to go get it and he's going to conquer it basically. And he wants to start this huge family. Maybe a huge family was an exaggeration, but he wants to start a family. So because of that, he's in that Emperor mindset, that Emperor mentality of how I'm going to settle my life down and start my kingdom. Like, what do I want my kingdom? How do I want to build up my legacy? And he's like on that mentality and is on that streak. Now, he could literally be thinking of a Page of Pentacles, which usually symbolizes pregnancy and daughters. So maybe he could be thinking about children, expecting, hoping that now that him and Selena are married, that the next step, and now that they've had their honeymoon, that the next step is to start welcoming the idea of what are we going to do with children. I mean, not that they haven't already talked about this beforehand, but now it's something that he's, I don't want to say is pressing, but it's something that he's more open to talk about and discuss more often, because it is something that he definitely wants and that he's definitely passionate about, that I see here right with this Ace of Wands. Now, I wouldn't have talked about pregnancy if the Ace of Pentacles, if the Page of Pentacles didn't pop up, and that I just recently learned that the Page of Pentacles symbolizes pregnancy, but that's all coming from the male's perspective. So let's hop over from the female's perspective, because from Selena Gomez's perspective, I don't see that mentality of ready to give birth, but I see here with this Mother of Cups, somebody who is beckoning her lover, beckoning the idea, like, let's talk, let's have this discussion. You know, I'm ready. I may be emotional, I might be a little bit sensitive, but the Ace of Pentacles is somebody who isn't cut off to ideas and topics. Actually, there's somebody who wants to get straight to the point and is really direct and wants to have clear, open, and honest communication. So because of that, that's the part that Selena is going from. So they're just definitely having some open dialogue with where the future is going for their relationship. And we see here Selena Gomez is the Four of Pentacles, which symbolizes a sense of foundation. She can definitely see the foundation settling down with Benny. That's why she put a ring on it, but also because of the fact that when it comes to Benny Blanco and how she feels for what he makes her feel, which is feeling safety within herself and feeling comfort. Like, Benny completes her in a way. I feel like I've said this before in a reading, but she feels as though Benny completes her in a way, makes her feel whole, you know, something that she's like missing. And, you know, usually you want your partner to be that, you know, the other half of you, literally and metaphorically, but also the other half of you that you blend well and work together with. And it's like the healed part of yourself. And that's exactly what I'm seeing that they're working towards in growing with their relationships, being the best version of themselves when it comes to their love, because that's the best versions that they bring out of each other. They don't bring out the negative sides of each other. They don't bring out the moody, the pouty, the salty, the I don't want to talk to you, the mind games, the childish games. They don't bring that out in each other. They bring out maturity. They bring out love. They bring out understanding and compassion. So they bring out all of that within each other. So because of that, it's really a fruitful relationship for the both of them, and they together are putting in and nurturing this relationship. And that's exactly what I see here at the very bottom, which is the Nine of Cups. They together feel almost whole and complete. Usually the Nine of Cups is somebody who has something that you don't quite see, us as the audience, like they got something behind the closed curtains. Maybe it could be a secret pregnancy reveal in the future. I don't know. I'm just putting it up there. But I mean, we know literally not Selena, but just the fact that that's something that they are holding back. And they probably know that fans are starting to speculate, well, when is pregnancy going to start coming along? Even though we're not trying to rush them, we're still going to start questioning, because we know that they've both been openly vocal about this. So it's just like, well, where's the next step now that you guys are together? And we see here right there, if them, they have the Nine of Cups, they almost have it together. They're almost at the 10 of Cups. They just need that one last thing to complete the unity, to complete it all. And you don't want to rush those things. You want to enjoy the time together. You want to enjoy the love that you have with each other. And that's what Benny and Selena are doing. Before they jump and rush and do anything, they are content with where their relationship is at this present moment. They're not trying to add in a third edition. And if they do, it's probably like a puppy or like an animal, something really cute like that, but nothing that is a huge. And now they say pets are like a huge responsibility and commitment, but nothing like a child. Okay. So because of that, they're not ready to add that and rock their boat too soon. So they just want to enjoy each other. They just want to love each other. They just want to enjoy this blissful moment that they have with each other. And we see here this Four of Cups, like I was weirdly saying about not accepting anything, not taking anything, not rushing anything. Because when you're rushing, you're just going to take anything and look over details, because you're trying to get to a next goal and try to get to the next milestone and trying to get to the next. But if you just wait, pause for a moment and just not go and not jump for the next and wait for the next to come to you, or go to the next when you feel prepared and ready, that's I don't want to say the mature way to do it, but that's the Sensibly sound thing to do. I had to ponder that one. I had to go through the Rolodexes of in my dictionary. So let's see. 3 cards is going to symbolize Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's marriage and how they are feeling, doing, and coping and living with each other. I had so much pregnancy talk. Let's just see what's going on with them and their love. Okay. Okay. Why not? I said I was going to stop shuffling, so because of that, this card is the Think card. Very interesting, of course. Oh, a goodbye. In a water. Okay. Interesting. So what I see here for Selena and Benny Blanco is the first card that came out was the Think card. Now, thinking when it comes to Selena and Benny and when it comes to their relationship, I see that they think about each other. They're like on each other's mind, not like in an obsessive way, but when you like love your partner, you think about them, you dream about them, you start making plans, thinking, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Oh, we're going to plan this vacation. We're going to go to this place. We want to see this. We want to see that. We want to do that together. So you think about them. And when you think about them, you think about the future and what's going to be coming. You start thinking and building and planning before the future gets there. So they're already at that stage of thinking about where to next. And we see a goodbye here. Now, goodbye doesn't mean literally and metaphorically, but usually a goodbye is a parting of an old chapter, moving on into a new phase, which is exactly what they did. They said goodbye because they could have easily gotten disengaged, but they went full-blown marriage. So they was ready to kiss the single life goodbye. They was able to say, you know what, because it honestly felt like they expedited this wedding way sooner than it was supposed to be. But that's just how I felt. They was keeping it private and secretive for whatever reason. But that's just the way they work. And because of that, it just feels as though they was ready to fully, it just something like clicked where it's just like, okay, I really want this. I really want to focus on this and I really want to move forward with this. This is definitely a hard yes. I'm ready for this. So because of that, that was a closing of one chapter. Now they got married and engaged. It's just like, okay, we are finally married. And now that we're on this new chapter of our lives, where do we begin? It's like the Fool card. It's starting a whole new phase, a whole new life over again. How do we manage as a married couple? How do we maneuver? Like, what do we do now from here? And then we see a water card, which is, like I said, water was already a nice balance in here, but yet again, another water card came out. So that symbolizes that there is some deep stuff rooted with Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez that they may not have touched upon yet, or if they have, and there's just a lot of things deeper that goes on with their relationship that they talk about. If we really want to explore layers, I could really probably be here for maybe a good extra 20 more minutes, just diving deeper into the layers of their relationship and the inner mechanisms of how Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez works, if I really wanted to and was just that dedicated. However, I'm going to leave it right here at the water card where it symbolizes when it comes for Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez that they have many layers to unpack. There's emotions there. They definitely have feelings. They love each other. It could probably be overwhelming, over consuming sometimes. Maybe even weigh them down because when you feel that like in love, not saying it's like crazy in love, when you just feel that complete, that whole, that unison with somebody, it just could like be a lot, especially when you're like not around them. And especially if you, I don't want to say a codependent relationship, but also when you get into those territories, especially when you have like mental health problems, you have to start thinking about Is there a such thing as too much relying? Is there such too many things as like babying? Not there's nothing wrong with babying your partner, but like too much babying, coddling, just pacifying me because of my mental illness. So, those like all those things that you got to like process and think about. That's still something that they have to work through. That's an ever evolving thing that they're going to have to deal with throughout their relationship. And the water always seems to bring it a tad bit down. And I say this every time when this reading comes up. I don't like the water. The water just makes me feel yucky, icky, and ugh. So because of that, I'm sure that's how it makes them feel in their relationship. And I'm sure it's coming from Selena Gomez. And I say it every time. And I'm literally not trying to do any mental health thing here. But it's just, you got to think about it. Selena Gomez just comes with a lot. That's what water symbolizes. And she even came out as as the mother of cups, the queen of cups, the depressive cups herself. So because of that, it's just, come on now. So because of that, just like, come on now. Just all it like adds up and just points to Selena. And just the weight and baggage that she brings, not like in a negative way, but we know that Benny Blanco supports her down, loves her down, is like her ride or die, will like literally worship and kiss the feet and ground that Selena Gomez walks on. So because of that, he's okay with it. He's cool with it. He knows how to deal with it and he's willing to deal with it. So because of that, and it's something that also grows and bonds them together because every single day he just shows that he loves her more and more and more. And that just makes her feel more and more secure and safe and feeling like she has never felt before. I mean, it's an ever growing process. I'm sure that feeling is never going to go away from her because it's just, it's almost like she's found her person when she wasn't expecting to find her person. So because of that, it's like that whole navigation of living a life that kind of feels like a fantasy. So you're like trying to bring yourself down to the ground. And I'm sure they both feel the same way about each other. And that's why they work so well with each other on top of that, because it's a sense of love and it is a sense of they both like what they bring to the table and they both love each other's energy. And that's exactly why they marry each other, because they enjoy each other's company. And that's the most important part, first and foremost, when you want a forever lasting partner, because you just want, it seems like Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco has really found that person that they like are willing to go to the ends of the earth for. So because of that, I'm really happy for them. And I didn't see a negative card for this reading. It's only upbeat and positive here for Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's reading. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I sure did. There wasn't much to say because it's so positive. It's so great. It's so beautiful. It makes me love love. I love love, guys. So because of that, Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco was giving me a little bit of hope out there. So with that being said, every time I say that about a couple, they always seem to disappoint me, but I hope Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco do not disappoint me. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I sure did. I really loved it. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad for Selena and Benny. I'm glad that they have this sort of chemistry, harmony, balance, and unity within themselves, that they can just be one but individuals at the same time. So with that being said, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It would really mean a lot to the channel. We would really appreciate it. Please and thank you. Leave your comments down below. How do you feel about Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's relationship and marriage? Are you cheering them on? Are you happy for them? Do they give you all the goosies and the juicies? And that being said, I will see you sunflowers in the next one. Please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. And you know what I say to that? Sunflowers!